You've probably all had this happen to you when you collect a shellac disc and the middle hole is broke out so that it doesn't sit centered on the table anymore. Now, with careful positioning, it is possible to get it running true on the table and to listen to it, but not on these automatic tables where they just drop from top and do so with no regards to orientation on the table. In this video I am going to show you a way around to get this here fixed again. This is not going to be any sort of professional repair, and I myself wouldn't dare to do this on any seldom or rare record which actually is worth anything. This is just a standard record which went off the presses by the thousands, so it's mostly of personal value, and therefore I just want to get it working again and want to be able to properly listen to this thing in the automatic disc changer. Enough waffling about, let's get right to the workshop and get this thing fixed. Shellac is extremely brittle. If you ever dropped a shellac disc, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So it's advisable to chuck the saw blade in reverse so that the teeth are facing upward and you're not cutting that aggressively. So now it's time to cut this thing. I'm using the punched circle here as a reference to cut my more open circle. And well, if this doesn't work, then we can pretty much throw this thing away. So you can see this thing is a little bit egg-shaped, a little more material to come off here and here. We're going to use a half-round file for that, because they have a nice big radius to work with. Making sure the jaws are clean and using a protective cloth, it's no problem to chuck these up in the vise, as long as you're careful with how much force you're applying, and also keep the forces on the file down to a minimum. In order to make this a proper next level jury rig, we're going to use an old coin as a new middle piece. And I've got quite a few, so chances are something will fit the diameter. And I've got quite a few, so chances are I have one that will fit the diameter of the disc just as is. Alright, so I've narrowed it down to this guy here, which is actually a perfect fit. You can see it's wanting to tilt on this one border here. So with a very slight bit of pressing it's going to go in there. And you can also see it's got a knurled edge, which is going to provide extra grip. So in order for this thing to work, we'll first have to drill a hole in the center of this thing. The standard turntable has a pickup diameter of 7 mm, so we're going to make it 7.2 in order to have a little bit of clearance. Poor guy, right through his face. Okay, we'll carefully tap it in. I have a hammer which is smaller than the coin, so I won't hit the record. And then we're going to aid the bond with a little bit of super glue. Well, the disc is looking pretty good to me, so Let's put it on the player, give it a spin and see how she goes. Okay, the next record will have a little bit more pep, I promise. This one was just a proof of concept that you can indeed fix a record like this. And again, I would not recommend doing this on any rare record, which is, 100 plus years old. This is just a quick fix for personal records that you don't want to throw in the trash just because they have a little nick in their middle hole. Okay, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching and bye bye.